You walk into a room, and within seconds, you've already noticed the tension between two people who haven't even spoken yet. You catch the micro-expression that flashed across someone's face before they forced a smile. You hear the slight change in someone's voice when they say, "I'm fine," and everyone around you, completely oblivious. You've been told you're too sensitive. You've been told you overthink everything. You've been told to just relax and stop analyzing. But here's what nobody told you. What feels like a curse is actually one of the rarest cognitive gifts a human being can possess. And today, I'm going to show you exactly why noticing too much isn't your weakness. It's your unfair advantage. These are the 5 rare gifts hiding inside your hyper-aware brain. Let's be honest, if you're watching this video, you probably feel exhausted half the time. Your brain never shuts off. You walk through a shopping mall and you're processing 1,000 micro details. The flickering light in the corner, the couple arguing 3 stores down, the employee who clearly hates their job, the weird energy shift when that group of people walk past. Meanwhile, your friend is just thinking about what they want for lunch. And here's the brutal part. Society wasn't built for people like you. It was built for people who can tune things out. People who can sit in a noisy coffee shop and not notice that the barista is having the worst day of her life. People who can scroll through social media without feeling the emotional weight of every single post. So naturally, you start to believe something is wrong with you. You probably Googled things like, "Why do I notice everything?" or "Am I too sensitive?" or "How to stop overthinking." You've tried to dull your senses. You've tried to be more normal. But here's what I need you to understand. You're not broken. You're not too much. You're operating with cognitive hardware that most people simply don't have. The problem isn't that you notice too much. The problem is that no one ever taught you how to use what you notice. So let's fix that. Let's talk about the 5 rare gifts that come with your hyper-aware brain and why they make you more powerful than you realize. The first gift is what I call the hyper-awareness radar. While most people walk through life on autopilot, your brain is constantly scanning the environment like a high-powered security system. You pick up on details that others miss entirely. The slight hesitation before someone answers a question, the way someone's body language doesn't match their words, the shift in atmosphere when something is about to go wrong. This isn't anxiety. This isn't paranoia. This is pattern recognition operating at an elite level. Think about it. Throughout human history, the people who survived weren't the strongest or the fastest. They were the ones who noticed the rustling in the bushes before the predator attacked. They were the ones who sensed danger before it arrived. Your ancestors passed down this gift to you. Your brain is literally wired for survival at a level most people can't access. Now here's where it gets interesting. This same radar that kept your ancestors alive, it's incredibly valuable in the modern world. The best negotiators have it. The best leaders have it. The best investors have it. They walk into a room and they can read the situation before anyone says a word. You have this ability. You've always had it. You just never realized it was a superpower because everyone kept telling you it was a problem. The second gift is emotional X-ray vision. And this one is rare. You don't just see people. You see through people. Someone can walk into a room with a perfect smile, saying all the right things, and within minutes, you know something is off. You can feel the sadness they're hiding. You can sense the insecurity beneath the confidence. You can detect the lie wrapped in a truth. Most people take words at face value. They hear, "I'm doing great," and they believe it. But you hear the words, but you also hear what's underneath the words. You notice the pause that was a millisecond too long. You catch the eye contact that broke at exactly the wrong moment. This is why fake people make you uncomfortable. It's not that you're judgmental. It's that your brain is screaming, the data doesn't match. Their words say one thing, but everything else says another, and you can't unsee it. Here's the power in this gift. You are almost impossible to manipulate. Liars, narcissists, con artists, they rely on people not paying attention. They rely on charm and surface-level performance, but you see the performance for what it is. You notice the inconsistencies that others miss. This gift makes you an incredible judge of character. It makes you someone people trust with their secrets because they sense that you actually understand them, and it makes you dangerous to anyone trying to deceive you. Gift number 3 is pattern detection and future planning. Your brain doesn't just notice what's happening now. It connects what's happening now to what happened before and predicts what's going to happen next. You see someone make a small decision, and you already know where it's going to lead them in 6 months. You watch a relationship dynamic, and you can predict exactly how it's going to end. You observe a business strategy, and you spot the flaw that everyone else will discover the hard way. This is why you often feel like you're living in the future while everyone else is stuck in the present. You probably had the experience of warning someone about something, being ignored, and then watching it play out exactly as you predicted. It's frustrating. It's isolating. Sometimes it makes you feel like you're going crazy, but you're not crazy. You're just processing more data points than the average person, and your brain is running simulations that others can't run. This gift is invaluable for strategic thinking. The best chess players have it. The best entrepreneurs have it. The best writers have it. They can see the entire story before they write a single word. You have this ability. The question is, are you using it intentionally, or are you just exhausting yourself with predictions you never act on? The fourth gift is what I call creative connect-the-dots thinking. Because you notice so much, your brain has access to an enormous database of observations, patterns, and details that most people never collect. And here's what makes this powerful. Creativity isn't about inventing something from nothing. Creativity is about connecting things that already exist in new ways. You see a conversation, a color, a piece of music, a random interaction on the street, and your brain files it away. Then, weeks or months later, those pieces connect in ways that produce ideas other people could never have. This is why so many artists, writers, musicians, and innovators are highly sensitive, hyper-aware people. They're not creative despite noticing too much. They're creative because they notice too much. Your brain is constantly collecting raw material that others walk right past. Every detail you notice is a potential ingredient for something brilliant. The people who change the world aren't the ones who see less. They're the ones who see more and then have the courage to connect what they see into something new. You have the raw material. You've been collecting it your entire life. The only question is what you're going to build with it. The fifth and final gift is deep empathy and insight into human nature. Because you notice the subtle cues that others miss, you understand people at a level that most never reach. You don't just sympathize with someone's pain, you feel it. You don't just hear someone's story, you understand the layers beneath it. This makes you an exceptional friend, partner, and confidant. People feel seen around you in a way they can't explain. They open up to you faster than they open up to others. They trust you with things they've never told anyone. But here's the deeper power. You understand human nature itself. You've spent your whole life observing people, their motivations, their fears, their contradictions, their patterns. You understand why people do what they do, even when they don't understand it themselves. This insight is rare. It's the foundation of great leadership, great storytelling, great psychology, great sales, great relationships. The ability to truly understand what drives human behavior is one of the most valuable skills in existence, and you've been developing it your entire life without even realizing it. Now here's the part nobody talks about. Having these gifts comes with a cost. When you notice everything, you absorb everything. And if you don't learn to protect your energy, these gifts will drain you instead of empower you. So let me give you some practical strategies. First, you need to create decompression time. Your brain processes more information than the average person, which means it needs more time to recover. This isn't laziness, it's maintenance. Schedule time alone. Protect it fiercely. Your solitude is where you process, recharge, and reset. Second, stop explaining yourself to people who don't get it. You will exhaust yourself trying to justify your sensitivity to people who have never experienced it. Some people will never understand why you need to leave the party early or why that comment bothered you when it wasn't a big deal. Stop seeking their validation. Find your people, the ones who get it without explanation. Third, learn to observe without absorbing. Just because you notice something doesn't mean you have to carry it. You can see someone's pain without making it your responsibility to fix. You can detect a problem without making it your problem to solve. Observation is a gift. Absorption without boundaries is a trap. Fourth, curate your environment ruthlessly. You are more affected by your surroundings than most people. The news you consume, the people you spend time with, the spaces you inhabit, they all impact you more intensely. This isn't weakness, it's sensitivity. Treat your environment like a diet for your mind. Cut out what drains you, protect what fuels you. So here's the truth. You've spent years thinking something was wrong with you. You've tried to notice less, feel less, think less. You've tried to be more like everyone else. But the world doesn't need another person who notices nothing. The world needs people who see what others miss. The world needs people who understand human nature at a deep level. The world needs people who can detect patterns, predict outcomes, and connect dots that others can't even see. That's you. Your hyper-awareness isn't a bug, it's a feature. It's rare cognitive hardware that most people would pay anything to have. The only difference between this gift being a curse and this gift being a superpower is whether you learn to use it intentionally. So stop apologizing for who you are. Stop dimming your perception to make others comfortable. Stop treating your greatest strength like your biggest weakness. You notice too much because you were built to notice too much. Now it's time to use it. If this video resonated with you, I need you to do something. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these 5 gifts hit you the hardest. I read every single comment, and I want to know which one made you realize something about yourself. And if you're serious about turning your sensitivity into strength, subscribe to this channel, because we're building something here, a community of people who refuse to dull their gifts just to fit in. See you in the next one.